So happy Friday, everyone. How are you? Janine Macklin here, your transformational speaker, wealth guide, and catalyst. I'm just hopping on for a few moments today. It's Friday. Yay, you made it to another week. How are you? Okay, come on, do it. Inhale, exhale. That's it. That's what it's all about. That breath right there. So, I'm going to tell you, make sure you have some fun this weekend. Things are kind of narrowing down as we begin to look at the school year and what's going to happen with schools and students. But I want you to make sure you still have some fun this weekend, whatever it is. You're the one in control, and you're the one that's defining everything. Sorry I missed you yesterday. That day went so fast after I pulled back my own protection around the toll that it takes to live in America as a person of color, African American woman. It's a release, but you don't realize how much you have underneath until you pull it back and say, oh yeah, you deal with this, you navigate this, you're aware of this, you're mindful of that as you go through the day. When other people are just walking around doing whatever they do. So I took some time yesterday to kind of sit with that and process that. But I just want to hop on today to tell you, yes, have some fun, but I want you to ask yourself something. How woke are you? And when you're thinking where you were last July, or where you were last March, or even last September, how woke were you to the world's situation, the problems, the difficulties for the people of color on this planet, the information regarding the privatizing of the prisons and what that meant, particularly for men of color. But I want to say black men especially, who are in there now for marijuana. Now marijuana is legal. It should have been an automatic pardon. Nonetheless, how woke are you? And to the degree that you're woke, what is triggering that? Now, I suspect what you're going to get to, which is what I would agree with, is Trump. While everyone's yelling and screaming and fussing and complaining about him and complaining, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this, he's terrible, he's this, he's been vilified and everything, I still believe he serves a particular role in the whole scheme of things. I know and live from the truth that there are no accidents and there are no mistakes. That man is in office for a reason. And that reason to me is what we see as the results in our lives. We're woke. We're not on automatic pilot. We're not waiting on the handouts from our jobs and from our wherever. We are woke. We're paying attention. We're looking. We're reading. And for once, we're thinking. We're thinking outside of the doggone box and thinking the same way you think when you're on automatic pilot. Because you may not have realized on automatic pilot, what makes it easy is you just keep doing the same things. You don't have to think about it. But every single moment we wake up, we're thinking, we're feeling, we're experiencing. And you know what? We're living. And it's all because of that person up there. I call him Mr. Man. But I guess I can say because of the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Everybody serves a purpose. Everybody is on the chess game, on the board, everybody plays a part. So I want you to realize how woke you are. You know about the privatizing. You know about the health care and what we didn't have and the services we don't have and the ventilators we didn't have. You know about the homeless. You knew it before, but now you really know about it. You know about people of color who are basically the bottom of this system that they have, who has pretty much been running everything and have been most of our essential workers. If I've had to call someone, it's been Latinos that have probably come to my door that may or may not have been immigrants. You know about that. Now you know about the indoctrination that we've all gone through that was based on lies. America just told its own story, left out all the gory stuff, switched around different things to make itself look good, and forgot to put the label on itself of colonizer, because that's what America has done and gone everywhere. You know about that now. You understand now that people aren't necessarily prejudiced against you just to be prejudiced against. They just don't know you. They don't know me. They don't know us. We don't know each other. You know about that now. You know the school system was faulty beforehand. You just know it even more now. You know there are other people on this planet that care about us, that take a concern, that they know that Black lives matter, that female lives matter, that LGBTQ lives matter, and now the children's lives matter. You know all of that because of what? Because you're woke. Because someone shook us out of our sleep. Because someone shook us awake. So I just have a question for you. I'm going to tell you, have a great weekend. Have fun. I'm going to relax this weekend. Nothing much going on. But here's the thing. Who's going to keep you awake when Biden gets in office? And is it simply a matter of the pressure that's on us that we feel living day to day? Oh, you just want somebody to say, just relieve the pressure, I'll be fine? Or do we really want change on this planet? Because we know it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen between now, August, September, October, November. It's not going to happen in 3 months. It may happen in 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years by the next election. And by that election, we may have put some people in office. I guess my whole thing for this weekend is, what's the plan? What's the plan? The power on this universe is incredible. People have been marching out for like 5 or 6 months, but what's the plan? Are we planning to get people in all the strategic offices? Are we going to take the time over the next 4 years to do that? So 4 years from now, we can elect someone in here who we know is good, who's talented, who has the skills, who's young, who's bringing some new energy? Are we going to keep voting in the same farty people just because we're scared, we're nervous, we're struggling in some ways? We're struggling all the time, every day, most of us, or some of us, okay? So what's the difference? So it's just a thought. I want you to really look at how woke you are in your life, in this world, in your interactions, in your experiences, and in your heart. You're off automatic pilot. Is that such a bad thing? And if we get people or someone else in the White House and we all go, okay, now that's over. And then what? We're going to wait on them to take care of us and fix everything for us and tell us what they are not going to do, or lie to us some more? Or are we going to continue to stay awake and aware and take the actions we need to take to build the country we say we want step by step, and be willing to be uncomfortable in the process for the end results that we want? Just a thought my son and I had. Just a thought. When they talk about defunding the police, I asked you, go into you have computers, go on your phone. Look at the budgets for the police departments. Chicago, New York, Denver, California. Look at the budgets. And all we're saying is move some of that money to the community. Why won't they? If you want to privatize somebody, why don't you privatize the Bloods and the Crips? Let's make them who they said they were going to be in the beginning. Let them be the ones that supervise our communities. Let them meet with the community leaders. Let them meet with the community folks. If somebody in the community is selling drugs, that person needs to bring their money back into the community and build the community centers and help with the summer leagues that we used to have that we don't have now. That money needs to all come back into the community. There's so many ways and creative things that we can do going forward. But if all we want to do is just have the pressure taken off and the valve just to go so we can say, okay, great, it's over. I just ask you to think about how woke will you be, how fulfilled and happy you will be. In the meantime, go have fun. It's Friday. It's sunny where we are. I don't know what's happening with the hurricanes because I haven't looked at the news, but I trust you are safe. But I just want you to think about it. It's like everybody's like, you got to vote. Everybody vote for Biden. Vote for Biden. Nobody wants Biden or Bush, if you tell the truth. We don't even want the electoral vote. We still need to take care of the 13th Amendment. There's still so much that needs to be done. But what needs to be done, and what I'm getting from the young people, is it's going to be done when we put people in office who can vote for what we need. One president isn't going to solve everything. So it's a matter of how woke do we really want to be in living our lives? And how much do we really want to leave a planet here for our children that's going to be greater and more magnificent than the planet we have now, the country we have now? Just something to think about. Have a good time, though. I'm just going to relax this weekend, look at some movies, be out in the sun, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.